Okay, let's see what's going on.
Oh, it says live on Facebook.
All right, so we are live.
Yeah, we are live. We're just both looking like, okay.
We're like, what are
But it
we
says it.
doing? Okay, yeah, so we're live on Facebook. I was using so we're using Zoom, guys. So this is what it is, and I'm just trying to check to see how this works. This is my first time, so it's really exciting. But all right, so all of you who are in Facebook, we're Facebook Live. I'm really excited that we are here. Um, so my name is Stephanie Rodriguez, and I am an empath Reiki healer, a women's health coach, a doula, and started to become a member of the Improving Birth organization. So that's really awesome. In
Yay!
addition, I'm a mother of 6 children and have helped and raised 10 children in total. So I feel like I'm very experienced on that. I never thought I was gonna be as a parent using a credential, but it is, especially when you're dealing with births and postpartum. And what my number one rule is that, life is not perfect, nothing is perfect, and it's okay, and we could breathe and relax on that. And one thing that makes me not perfect is my dyslexia, and it's okay, guys. All right. Today's topic that I'm so excited and really fun about is talking about pregnancy and infant loss. And the reason, and I'm not saying it excited like whoa, but excited to go into this is because I've experienced losses, miscarriages, and they're all different. And, when you experience that, you never think you have support. You never feel like going searching for support. It's not like it's there, and you feel like you sometimes have to do this by yourself, or you sometimes numb it because it's so much pain that you never deal with it. And so that's why this topic, I wanted to invite a guest called, her name is Nika, oh my goodness, Nika Hall. And she is an advocate for pregnancy and loss and infant, right? Loss. And she's so knowledgeable. She has so many credentials. She goes and advocates, and she's always promoting, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to our local meetings and promote this. And so she's just amazing. And I really love it. So I want to welcome our awesome guest and introduce yourself. Like, what do you do?
What do I do? Well, I am first and foremost a mom. I'm the mom of four, three who are with me, ages 18, 13, and the 4-year-old is raking right now. And then one who rests in paradise, who would be turning 9 in August. And that's actually how I became this. I began this journey. I needed to know more after suffering a 39-week stillbirth, then later finding out that I was suffering from preeclampsia, but it went undiagnosed until after my daughter succumbed, until actually they had to look at my daughter's autopsy results and look at my medical record from that pregnancy to determine what actually happened. But I needed to know more, so I became a postpartum doula first, and then needed to know more, and then I became an international bereavement specialist and needed to know more, so I became a birth doula, and continue to train in the bereavement field because that's where my passion lies. Mm-hmm. And in 2013, I founded a nonprofit, Quietly United and Lost Together, which was not supposed to be a nonprofit. It was supposed to be simply an event. And things just did not work out that way. I still have our quilt panels waiting to put them together. I still have quilts to send off to other states and other states that need to be assembled. But that's where my nonprofit started. And then people kept coming to me, asking me questions about, okay, funding and training and so on and so forth. So then I developed the Pale Advocate course, credentialed. I am a community-centered herbalist. I trained with indigenous remedies. I am, what am I? An international bereavement specialist. I trained with Foundations for Infant Loss in the UK, online. I didn't go to the UK for the training. I've trained with Still Birthday. I've trained with Ancient Song. I've trained with Madriella. I've trained, I'm currently training with Innate Traditions. And hopefully I'll get my work in on time so I will be able to say I'm certified. I've trained with Birth Media for childbirth education. And I know I'm missing, Still Birthday, Resolve Through Share. And I'm sorry, I'm looking up because I'm trying to see into my brain so that I won't miss any. And I know I'm missing some. Rose, Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, for peer breastfeeding counseling. And there's more. And I'm missing, I know I'm missing a lot. And I still plan to continue to train because you can never know enough. Things are rapidly changing. Techniques are being added and improved, and you really need to be well-rounded. Mm-hmm. So I became, okay, go enjoy your rocks. Sorry. So I just had to know more, and I'm still searching and delving into this tragic but beautiful world. It's a community of women and men and children of all genders and all pronouns and everything that come together as one with one commonality. I mean, really, my beginnings was with dailystrength.org. That was my first support system after my loss. And I stayed there for about a year journaling, and that truly helped. But then, like I said, I needed to know more. So a friend of mine convinced me to get onto Facebook, where I found even more wonderful people and organizations, etc. So, and I could continue, but I don't want to I could go on for hours about the support systems, but it's a beautiful community that supports each other.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I do believe that you have to find the right people to heal and to get supported and support each other. Because there's times when you do suffer a loss, some people are not empathy, that they're just like, well, at least you're healthy, or at least you could have another one, or at least you have some, and it's like, exactly. Yeah, it's true, but like, no, it's not helping, so having that right support and knowing that there is a big network to support you, and there's so many different people that you could connect with, So how do you go out and about? I know I'm one of your students in the Pale Club. I'm still trying to catch up, but I mean, I love the whole information. I'm still trying to catch up. But how do you go and support the community?
By joining other organizations and raising awareness as to what I do and what community, and I'm not crying, it's just my allergies. I forgot it's spring, even though it's cold. I join other organizations and sort of infiltrate. I do that. I host community events for families who suffer losses. I am now doing a monthly coffee hour, which is actually 2 hours long, where we sit and we talk. I started that one last Saturday, but I was doing support groups at other locations prior to doing that. And when the one that I was working with closed down, I just picked it up and continued at a different location. I do talks like this one. I've I was in the This Is My Brave mini documentary, which debuted in January in DC, and talked about my experience, the mental health side of my experience. You know, there's no direct way that you can raise awareness. There's no one right way, and there's no wrong way, as long as you're raising awareness and providing support. So, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, because I was planning to do something, and you know, the location, you know, some people say the location is difficult, but I don't know if the location is difficult. You know, I was gonna play with a birthing center and maybe a library and see which one works better. But you know, because a lot of things can trigger you afterwards. Not only just the birth center, or not. You could be in the store. You could see something on TV. Everything is a trigger at that time, or even years later when you think you have gone over it. Something might be for you, and you're just like, "Wow, I thought I handled this," you know, because we think we're okay. So, what else? Like, what are you so excited right now? Like, what are you doing right now that is like getting all your attention? Yes.
I am teaching a 2-hour class on Saturday in Cleveland Circle, which is in Boston, in Massachusetts, on Black maternal mortality, the reproductive health in the Black woman. Let's see, May, I'm going to Oakland to teach a PALE course for a weekend intensive. That's exciting. The location is phenomenal. The group that's hosting me is absolutely great. Let's see, I am speaking at Harvard on May 8th. Yes, so I'm excited about that. I don't know how I got on their radar, but I'm very appreciative. At first, I was quite overwhelmed because everyone has like 5 or 6 like MDs, MSs, PhDs, etc. And I have my dual credentials behind my name, but that's okay. Let's see, I'm speaking at the State House on May 16th. In favor of a postpartum mental health bill, postpartum depression bill. I am training in Long Island, New York, in June, and we're going to Disneyland, yay! In June as well. After the school year is over, and oops, I think I let that out of the barrel. Everyone knew except for the little one.
She's like, so, what?
But I mean, we do have plans for a retreat coming up, a Train the Trainers event coming up. The location, like you said, location is key, and I have really been looking at some beautiful mansions to rent out, to do trainings in, to do retreats in, that will facilitate a healing as well as an educational time for my trainers. What else? And just wait to see.
So how can I be a part of that retreat and that healing? Just because I do so much of that already. I'm so excited.
Well, the first retreat is for anyone who has completed the PALE course and who wants to. So you have time. You still have time to complete.
Okay. I have to complete it.
Anyone who wants to teach the course. This is my passion, so I can't just say, here's the curriculum, go teach it. Mm-hmm. It has to be taught in a certain way. It's one of my babies. It's in memory of my daughter, so it really, really, really has to be taught in a certain way, and I have to put my little touch on it. Mm-hmm. I'm writing curriculum for several different organizations so that they can include PALE training among other trainings in their stuff. So that's one way you can be involved in the retreat. Once I get up to find funding to host a Pale retreat just for families who've suffered losses, then you could, of course, come to one of those, but that'll be a different kind of retreat.
Right.
I think as a person who's supporting people versus a person who has gone through the loss, there's a different type of healing that needs to take place. And that's what I'm focusing on at the Pale Trainer retreats versus the Pale Support retreats.
Okay. Wow. Well, you do have a lot of things that are going, really exciting.
Yes.
That is just awesome. And yeah, and I've been hearing a lot, and a lot of word is spreading on, how women are, passing away in their birth, and especially the color,
Yes.
color women. And why do you think that is happening?
Well, it's nothing new. It's just same with infant loss. It's nothing new. It's been happening, especially within the Black community since forever. I mean, W.E.B. Du Bois talked about it in his writings back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. There are several documents that he has written that talks about, pregnancy loss as, infant death and the death of a mother. So I think what we need to do is work as one community. And I've said this for years. We could eradicate this problem by not having this person, that person, and another person going out doing what they think is best. We need to adapt one model and focus on one place at one time and gradually work our way outward. It takes a village. So we need to create that one village and I know that we can't have a savior complex during this epidemic. You can't be that one to be the one. There is no one in an epidemic such as this. So I'm thinking that we all need to come together, the Pale advocates, the doulas, the midwives, not just of color. Everyone needs to come together to eradicate this problem. Recently, I attended a Boston Community Action Network meeting, and we found out that our work at we call it the CAN, has caused our infant mortality rate in the Boston area to decrease by 37%. That speaks volumes. I love being a part of organizations that can show statistics like that. And I'll continue to work with the Community Action Network. And we've only been in existence since 2016. So that really says a lot about what we're doing for the city of Boston. But if we take a few, 45 minutes away, there's still problems. Babies are dying and moms are dying. So we need to take what we've done here in Boston and work outward.
Yes.
It's not just the Boston community. I mean, I know it looks good for our Boston Public Health Commission, and it feels great to be a part, but it would feel even better if we could move outward and cover the entire state of Massachusetts and then keep going if the model works.
Right. Yeah, we definitely need the support everywhere. And, knowledge is really important, but then taking that action and bringing that awareness and that support is like a million times more powerful. So, yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's still a lot of work, and it's really exciting that, be able to connect with you. And I don't even know how I saw your course on my feed one time. I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I'm just like, how did we become friends? Like, I don't remember. I don't know who shared it or what. Like, but it was nice.
People find me. I'm the most low tech person. I don't have a website. I don't have, a real business model. I see something that needs to be tackled and I just go after it. So I don't know, even when I'm trying to be low key and not found, people find me. So I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, today we, like I said, I quilt is a big part of my life, um, and it's it's one of those things where wherever we can touch, there's a whole community of people who want to be included in everything that I do and everything that we on the birth side can do. I mean, we all want our children to be remembered. So I think even part of changing the dynamic is involving, people who have suffered losses.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how you found me getting back to that, but people find me all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was really great. I am really lucky to be able to connect with you. It's awesome. I love the work that you
Likewise.
do. I'm
Thank
getting
you.
into there. I'm learning more about my postpartum doula and trying to do my birth doula, and I still have to catch up on your course. I mean, I just love it. It's like I just need more time to do everything, but it's really fascinating. I love it. We're planning here in El Paso to collaborate with Amagordo and Las Cruces and to do a birth rally again. About this is gonna be our second year of improving births. And so we're in the talk about it. We're right there. We're all, so it's really exciting there. And yeah, it'll be really awesome to have like a topic about this there too. And but yes, thank you very much for, giving your time to come up here and
no problem.
speak. And
thank you for having me.
And I really love it. I love the work, and thank you very much. And hopefully everything that you guys are working on from Boston spreads out to everywhere, and all organizations are working together. I know Improving Births are talking and working with ICANN, so it's really awesome that all these organizations are being connected and working like the big picture, instead of being, like you said, the one,
Right. And I was one of the co-coordinators for the Improving Birth Rally here in Boston last year. And it was held on International Bereaved Mothers Day last year. So that meant a lot. It really did. It was a wonderful day.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. Well, thank you very much, and have a beautiful day. And we'll keep talking. Okay. So thank you guys, and see you guys later.
Bye. Take care.
You too.
Bye.